everybody, here's the goal. I've got 5 tests, each with 5 tries in them, 5 mini tests in them, so I get to try 5 times for each one of my tests. It's a 25K account, which means I have 3 contracts. I choose to trade the NQ, which is the NASDAQ, worth $20 per point. I'm going to trade with 3 contracts. That's $60 per point. And on average, you can see this thing moving 10, 30, 40 points at a time. So I have a strategy to where I can do this in one trade and just pass these tests and knock them out. Obviously, I can lose in one trade as well. I have to make $1,500 without losing $1,500 at any time. And that doesn't just mean going negative $1,500. So they give you 25K account. That doesn't mean I have to, I can go up from 25K to 26K, and then as long as I don't go back down to whatever 25 minus 1.5 is, 25,000 minus 1,500, 23,500. That doesn't mean I can still go back down to that. If I make 1,000 on top of 25,000, that means I have 26,000. Now I can only go down 1,500 from there. So 1,500 from there would be 24,500. Okay, so let's get started with this warning here, and then let's get ready to trade. All right, so this is what's up right here. You have these 5 tests broken down into these numbers, mini tests 64 through 68, 69 to 73, etc. So I'm going to be marking these as I go along, red or green, if I can do the thing. Okay, this is about ready to get wild as we open up here. We got that one on. Okay. And then this is where I'm just going to chill. Mute my mic. No reason to really talk at this point. I'll unmute. Well, let me see. Do I want to mute? I don't know. I'm going to stay muted unless I need to talk and say something. I'll let the trading speak for itself.
Order canceled. 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 Order canceled.
One, two, 1, 2. 1, 2. So I've passed one. I've passed this one right here. I've passed this one. Test 2 on 70. It's at 1700. Test 1 is struggling. I've lost 3 out of it. Failed 1 out of this one here. It is just straight, just whipsawing back and forth right now. It's just chopping right here. Let's get in this one here for 67. All it needs to do is reach green and I am all good, man. But it needs to pick a direction. It's bouncing in between the red and the blue here. I need it to pick a direction. Of course, it doesn't have to. And that is the fun of trading. But I hate this feeling because I only have 2 now. The 67 and 68 here. If it goes right up to there, it should be fine. It goes right up to the VWAP is the white, and the gray here is the 50-day moving average. I'm just trading based on how it moves there. And these red and blue lines are just support and resistance when it comes into tough times or it bounces off those times. Now, I don't want to follow this too closely, but okay, let's see here. Let's get that. Get that. Oh! Now what I think I want it to do is I want it to establish itself above the 50, or I might just punch it in here because I don't want it to bounce off the 50 and come back for a short. Okay, let's see here. Yeah, see, it's coming back down for a short off that 50. I'm just going to come in tightly underneath it. See if it can break through. Come on. Just want to give it a little bit more room. Oh, no, it doesn't want to do it. Let's see here. I'm believing it's going to go long because it just has so much force here. But it's right on that VWAP. Come on, push through there, big boy. Push through that white line right there. There we go. One more time to that red and we're good. Ooh. Come on. I'm tempted to put it at break even because it's such a risky move here. But oh, get up in there. Oh, gotta put it under there. Let's see. Let's go. Let's go. Kill that. Get that. Hit that one. Hit that right there. It's almost there. Oh, it doesn't like this red line right here, this resistance. If it busts through, it's going to hit that green. It's going to hit this, my target up here. If it just busts right through that red. Yeah. Come on. There we go. Come on, hit it and get with it. Hit it and get with it, boy. Let's go. Let's go. Hit that green. Hit that green. Come on. Oh, it's right on. There we go. There we go. That was it. That was it. Now we're going to hit it. Boom.
Order canceled.
Boom. Got it. Woo. Within $75 on my second to last test. Got that bad boy. Yo! 2 tests down, baby. Oh, 2 tests down. Now let me just chill and watch this market here for a minute. Why is it doing that to me? I don't want it to do that. I don't want it to tell me any of that nonsense. Okay, man, what is this, man? So I passed 67. Home, give me that green. Look at this, man. Can't see any of this stuff. What is up here? It's a good thing I came out. See, look, it would have gone up a little bit higher, but you can't get all the meat on the bones, and it stopped right about there. Okay, let's get this home. Oh. Okay, color, green, boom, got it. And then which one just came through here? 70 came through. I don't know why that changed like that. 70 came through. Home. All right. So basically, I took, out of these 2 tests, it took me the 4th one to pass. So I failed 3, passed 1. We could play around with the 68 now, because you can only keep one. Only one of these now becomes a performance account. And once again, I put this pressure on myself to do it all in one day, you know, like in one open, you know what I'm saying? So if somebody's like, oh, you can't trade, you're no good, you lost 3 to pass 1, you know, you got 1 out of 4, in other words, I'll be like, well, you give it a try. You try to do it. You know, I basically give myself the max amount of contracts, the 3 contracts, with the max amount of gain to loss, you know. So it's really, if you think about it, I passed 2 tests and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I basically got 2 out of 6 in trades. So 2 passed out of 6 trades. Well, technically I traded a couple more in there, but you get my point. Like, they're almost like 1 trade a piece, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, to pass 2 in that amount of time, I mean, they give you 30 days to do this, and you can take as many trades as you want. You know, it's me that's like aiming for the gold, you know. So depends how you look at it, you know. So now I'm so good. I got the 70 and I got the 67. And now for these, I can just practice with the 71 through the 73 under the what we're calling the main test 2 can now just be done for practice. So I can just color those in now. Say, you know, like whatever, I'm gonna color them in like yellow. That means now I have these for practice. So, man, it's like the most annoyingest thing when this does that. Trying to focus on trading, and you got this Excel thing tweaking. Whew, wow, that was intense. Now she's bouncing on the VWAP. Let me take the 68, and the reason why I transition like this is because I just don't want people to see my account numbers. So I'm going to take the 68 and play with it. So I'm going to take the 68 because it's just lagniappe and French, something extra. There we go. There we go. So my guess, just looking at this, bouncing right here, is that she still wants to go up. So what I would do is I would just take a long on this and then tuck it underneath there. But it being underneath this this resistance right there, you know, that's just trouble. It's coming out of a chop zone. So basically I have the red and the blue are support and resistance lines that are being drawn throughout the day at important parts. The white is the VWAP, the gray here is the 50 moving average, and the blue line is the 1 and 2 trailing ATR. I got it set at 1 and 2 if you know about trailing ATRs. So it just kind of gives me a tight idea of like where, you know, I can set my trailing stop losses and things and get an idea of the range. So you see, I kind of see it tweaking up here again on the red, maybe making its last stand or getting ready to break out. So I would put this right under here, like that. And you see, this is basically like one trade. You know, if it hits that green sell limit up here, man, that's $1,600, right? So, ooh, I hate when I actually do that. Get that out the way here. give this a little bit of space. But once again, it's coming right up on that. See, now I'm going to go right back down here. You can take a loss on it. Once again, what's it going to do? If it breaks out through here, I think it's going to get that momentum, that push like it did here before. I trade very simply, very basic. I have a strategy that I have paid to be a part of, but I'm not confident in it yet to get the job done like how I did today. My goal was to pass 2 of those tests. I put those in my notes here for the show, for the video. Yeah, see, now it's coming back. It might just stomp this out. And then and then if I lose 68, then out of that test, all of them are gone. So, yeah. And see, here's just when this ATR comes in handy. Let's say you felt like it was, you're putting it too tight, which for me, I would get out of this by now, but I'm letting it run. See, I'll go underneath there, but no, that's it. This probably has one more shot left in it, but I'll put it now. See, that one's gone. 68 is now gone. So that test has no more, which I can put them as red, like, let me see, 66, 65. And that was basically what? One trade? You know what I'm saying? That was just one trade. Oh, let's see here. That was 68. There you go. 69. Oh. See, that was going down. So I could play with 71. But I think I'm just going to be done. That's it, man. I passed 2 tests. Of course, to get there, I failed 4. So, 2 out of 6, which is basically 1/3. But once again, I'm not looking at that like blowing up accounts. Because if you look at it like you blew up accounts, no, I look at it more like I'm going for my best chance to pass these tests. Now, once I have these PA accounts, then I'm going to chill and I'm going to play by the rules of 5 trades, only 2 losses, and then that way, and I can sustain multiple losses. And so that's how I'll trade. I'll probably trade like with these 3. I'll probably trade, somewhere around a $300 loss to either a $300 profit to a $160 profit. Because if I make those profits smaller than my losses, I have a better chance of hitting them. So even though the loss, these are like sniper rules, even though the loss may be greater, the very fact that my target is smaller, I'll have a greater chance. So for example, to look at it right here, let's go, let me put this one to 71 real quick. Let me come back out of this. Switch my account here to 71 right here. Okay, now let's say I was trading my normal style, I call these the money shots. So I could do here 2 contracts for the 160 and the 320. And, like let's see right here, like see how small that target is to hit. I'm not confident in it going back down. I just want to give you an example. So yeah, I can take double the loss. As you can see, the space between where I'm at, and I think I just took that, yeah. You can see it's double the space here to here, but I have an easier target to get there. So yeah, I can lose twice as much, but if I'm doing my strategy right, it's easier for me to hit that small. Or I can match it, just go through 20 to 20, or I can do a 1.5, like whatever that would be, like 450 profit to a 320 loss, things like that. But that's generally the way I'll do it in my real PA accounts, and then I'll only allow myself 2 losses. So the max I could lose is like 200, and then I could win like 800. So see, there you go. Now I got to win 2 of those to make up for that 1 loss that I had here. We'll see if it stays above the VWAP, and then I'll give a little space. And if I like it, I can, obviously extend it out. Yeah, let's see what happens here. That one. See, unrealized, if you're looking around this area, unrealized, it's hard to see on this thing. Tells me what I'm going through at that moment, and then total P&L is adding it to that moment. So like right now I'm down like 180, 210 on this actual trade, and that makes a total of like 300, 305, etc. So that's why I have those numbers right there. And then, I try to have it up by, profit. But since I'm getting smoked on these, and here you can see these are the 4 that I lost right here. Only one, as you can see, actually hit negative 1,500 because all these other ones I was green in some way. So these I must have been green like 300 and 300. So then I had come down, 1,500 from the 300 green, and that is a total of 1,500. So you can only move backwards 1,500 from wherever you're at. And then this one I must have been up, that says 1,000. I must have been up like 500. And then I moved back 1,500. That's why I closed out there. Now you can see right here, this trade is kind of taking its time, but it's going up. And then and I would say the major part of the trading is really setting your stop losses, your targets, and then playing by your rules, because everybody's going to have various indicators of what gets them in and out of trades, and varying. You're going to have 50-50 chance, 60% chance, 80%. Some people get 90%. But no matter what, you got to keep your rules, because even if you have a 90% win rate and you lose one time, you could wipe out all your profits. So what I've learned is that really part of the trading skill is like determining what you're going to have as your stop losses and what you're going to have as your rules. Because if you let one trade get away from you, it could blow you up. If you don't have the right stop loss, let's say you've won 9 trades in a row for $1,000 and you're up $9,000, okay? And then let's pretend right now this is that 10th trade of the day. Well, if you keep moving your stop loss as it's going down and down and down, you can lose $10,000. You could lose $15,000. This is one trade by not using your stop loss, which is the red one right here, So I'm still believing that this is going to go up. I trade both ways, up and down, and so shorts and longs. And so I'm still letting this thing ride up, But I could put a tight stop loss on it right underneath here and just say, hey, if it goes against me again, I'm going to get out. Just like when I was up here on this one, on this section right here, but then it blew past me. It's probably going to do that again. See, look, it's going to go all the way down to this thing right here. And the only reason why I'm letting it do that, and I probably shouldn't, is because I have a feeling that it's going to go up, and I'm just playing with these ones that I already have, because I know I have the space, but I would probably lock that in right there. I'd say under this candle right here, and then now not move it unless I'm moving it up. Sometimes they say the best stop loss is your first stop loss is your best stop loss, because you overthink it. There we go. So there we go. Now, if this comes here, just for my own sake and my sanity, I'm going to put this easy underneath here. I don't need to watch this go all the way back up and down again. Yeah, so you want to do that. I'm going to be out, and then I'll just go short. But I think it's trying to play with you. It's not one, my guess is that it's already made this big red down, and it got its energy from up here, and it's not exhausted yet. But you never know. Let's see here. There we go. There we go. That's that money. Boom, boom, boom. See, now she's moving. Now she's moving. I want to put this maybe right about here, trailing that stop loss.
Order canceled.
There we go. Coming back down. Let's see if it really wants it. I'll put it right there. Oh, right there, right above it. See if it really wants it.
Order canceled.
So that's how I would do that one. But let's go back to the past test where I have the 3. Let's shoot up again. Did I get that one in the green here? I did, yeah. I'm up now $211 after the commissions and everything, which is hard to see here, but I'm up $211 right there on this account. Let's see if she wants to blow by here. Over here, I just got the candles and how they come out when they print, as they say. This shows how many orders are actually coming in and how many trades, trades in volume, buyers compared to sellers, etc. So funny, this one said it had 0 selling volume, which doesn't make any sense. Something's wrong with that number. That's obviously not right, because look at those going down. Alright. Yeah, that's what I feel. I feel she's probably a little bit out of gas.
Order canceled.
Let's see, let's give it to the short now. There we go. She seems to be out of gas, wants to come down. Or they like come there and fill up, like I say, and get more energy. So it's really risky. I don't like trading like this unless it's hitting off of something. But since I have these extra ones on this test, I don't mind being a little bit more riskier. Yep, let's see here. Do I want to play it tight? This one's done. Yeah, see, look at that. That's where it's dangerous. You know, you're wondering, am I giving it too much? Am I taking too big of a loss? That's where you got to kind of set your rules. Yeah. All right, I'm going to shut this off. All right, so when it gets me there, my initial thought is that this is still going to go up today. Just based on this pattern, it's going to break through, and we'll see what we can do right here. We'll see if it gets a full pull on this bad boy. Shoot all the way up there. That's a $1,650 target. If not, this one will get knocked out. Whenever that gray screen appears and it says it needs an administrator to put in a trade, that means this one's got blowed up. It means the trade got blowed up. Dude, for some reason it's saying on my print side that these are all zero cells here, which is weird. Okay, see how it touched there? Now it's coming back down. Yeah, this one's over. I don't think... I mean, you know, you get emotion. Yeah, it's over. Look at that. I'm just going to take my stop off here because it'll shut it down by itself real soon here. Put it underneath the VWAP. To me, it doesn't become an official overall bull run for the day until the 50 is above the VWAP, until the gray is above the VWAP. The gray is above the white. So it's basically fighting to go positive on the day, I think. Let's see. Yeah, it's down 0.73%. Needs to make its moves here. See, it's come down quite a bit. See all that. That's what we're dealing with today. If it wants to come back, it needs to do something cool. But now it wants to stay down, it looks like. Never know for sure. There we go. Went positive for a second there. Let's see what it do. Let's see what it do. I trade on the 1 minute chart here. So let's see what it do. These are bigger. Was that its last hurrah? Up there? Let's see. I wanna know now. Let's see here. Yeah, she's done. Even though in my mind I'm thinking that she wants to go up, the weakness here. Yeah, dude, that's it. I'm done with this test. This test is gonna blow up. Which one am I on? I am on 71. Yeah.
Order
Yeah, that's it. Boom. 71's done. Makes you almost just want to take it down. Well, let me just do it since I have these tests. I'll be so busy I won't be able to really play with them again. They'll just go to waste. Let me take... I'm just going to say because it doesn't like being up there. I'm just going to say just put it on a sound. It doesn't like being up there. Bring it on down. This will be my last one, I think. I technically could still trade that other one. Be done with them. That makes it just, it's easy for me just for them to be all done. That way I don't accidentally choose it. Because I know if it's in the red, it won't let me trade it. And then if it's in the green, I'll know by looking at the balance up here that I don't want to touch these. So I kind of like shutting them out. Yeah, I'm going to say, here we go. I'm going to say if it stays above or below the ATR there, the blue line. Let me just say this, stays below that. I mean, yeah, stays below the actual support and resistance. I think if it goes to that VWAP again, it's going to break through it. And that's my guess, because that's what you do on a short day. I mean, on a bear day. You keep breaking through stuff towards the downside. But it's been a choppy day, man, ever since right around here when it kind of made its bottom and really stuck down here. And this is where I get blowed up the most, honestly, is on choppy days. That's why I got to stick to this rule where I only take 2 losses. So I got to stick to that rule. Because look, man, look, it wants to do that. Tell you what, I'll put my stop right here. That way I'll give this fighting chance. If she wants to mess with us, I can jump back in and not be so blowed up. I can switch. Okay, the cells came back on that print over here. So whatever error was going on there is now fixed. These lines to the left side of both of this is volume, showing you how much is coming in. That greenish blue is, positive. The red is the negative. White, I don't know, is either no trade or neutral. Let's see here. Let's see. Yeah, it's definitely a choppy market where I do the worst. But man, that is so awesome. I passed 2 tests today, man. That's what's up. Don't want to leave on a low note blowing these up right here, but want to leave on a high note because I definitely had to put in some work today, man. If you look at the mess that we came through right here, that was not easy to call those right there. That was not an easy just blowing up one way or the other. There we go, yeah. See, the way I look at it, she's lost her energy. She's going to break through, or she's going to get back her energy and come up on that 50 with some strength and power. So I'm going to be right there. Yeah, now I'm going to let it decide. If it wants to come through to the short, I'm going to be underneath it here. And if I see it starting to leap up, I'll quickly push my stop button, cancel all orders button, because I have it programmed on my keyboard. I'll cancel the order, and then I'll quickly go into a long by pushing the long button, a buy button. But I have a feeling, unless it's going to mess with me in this range right here underneath this candle, unless it's going to mess with me, it's just going to break through and go short today or trade sideways, but I don't think it will recover itself anytime soon. And I usually only trade till 9, and I'm well past that. But once again, I'm just having a little bit of fun with those accounts that I have left over. Yeah, let's see what it do here. Let's see what it do. If I see it starting to push up green, I'm just going to stop and get in long. Man, I really like that.
Order canceled.
I like that. Let me see. Yeah, let's go into that. Let's go. I really like the way that was bouncing. Ooh, you messing with me. You were messing with me.
Order canceled.
I got you. See, I got you. I saw what you were doing. Yeah, I saw what you were doing. See, that's the thing. If you know what you're doing, you got to be quick to turn it around, to reverse it. I know some people, they're like, don't do that. I do really well that way. As you see, I just did right there as I reversed it, because it was a fake out. It was a fake out right there. You know, that green candle you thought was going to keep going to the upside, but it didn't. So what do is you just come right back on it. I think this wants to touch the 50 and come out. I don't want to be too high up on this. Follow it too tight. Oh, don't do it like that. Don't do it. Try to give it as much space as it needs. There we go. As I trail this thing down. See, that's part of the skill. You just have to get comfortable with it. And you only get that over time reading these markets, reading the support and resistance lines. You know, you're not always right, obviously, but if you can get comfortable realizing how these things breathe and move, then you can be safe. And that's what I tell myself. So now I can drop that stop to there. You know, hopefully it will stay under that. Obviously nothing's guaranteed, but it can stay. If it stays under that, you can get I can get a good run out of this, well beyond the 1600. But it's got, look at that. See, it's got to stay under that. But see, it's a choppy day. If it wasn't such a choppy day, something like that normally would be running down. But I'm just going to put this right under here. See, because I could have picked it a little bit too close. But if it blows through that now, the one that I just came back in, that's another thing. You can re-enter trades if you think you got out too early. But you see now, look, see, that's a choppy day. See, now it wants to do that. A lot of days it will just keep going down, or at least as of recently, it will just keep doing down. But see, that's where you're getting chopped out. But you see how I got my profit on that, and I'm all good coming down into this, baby. Look at that. Right back in it. Right back in it to win it. See, I was safe on that move right there. And then when it came up, I got back in, but I put a tight stop loss. And even right now, look at this. It's still messing with me. It just doesn't want to drop down to the next level. You know what I'm saying? So if it wants to be like that, then I'm going to be like this with it. I'm going to be a little bit tighter with it because I ain't got time to play with it. You know, I ain't got time to play with this. This is a freebie for me, just practicing, getting, used to being in an account. Even though I'm doing things a little bit riskier, I'm just being always used to in an account that matters, and something that matters that I have to take care of. Look at this. We'll just even let this run, even though I believe it's going to mess with me right here. But now it might be picking its direction short and actually blow through this right here. Let's see what it does. Look at that. Boom. About ready to pass this one here. Yep, this one will be passed. Right after this, look. Boom. Go right there. Take that. Oh, now I was over it at one point. Let me just see. Look, I'm going to come right under this. Just see what kind of day it is. See if you really want it. Come right underneath there again. That was like a $1,500 trade making up that one loss that I had. It would be nice to pass this test. I passed this one as well. Always nice to pass multiple ones. We'll see here. Put this right here. Otherwise, I'll take a few bucks on it. A few bucks loss. Just guarding it right here. And then sometimes I feel like you learn the move of the market. You know what I'm saying? Like you learn how it feels. But yeah, like today, man, I can't feel this, man. It's like really hard for me to feel what it wants because it's so choppy. I'll take this if it wants to go all the way back up here to that 50. Sometimes you feel like you're going insane, right? You're always setting different targets in opposite directions. But that's just part of trading. You got to be willing to do that. You got to be able to think on the fly of the different dynamics, you know. Now, if this breaks through here, going short, then I want to write it down. You know, if it breaks through this candle, I'll put it right underneath that candle. But it can go all the way up to the kind of choppy day that it is. Look at this. Look at that. Now it can go right back down. I mean, it's what it is. Look at that. Just want to make sure before it makes a new low here. I want to make sure I'm right there. Who knows? Nobody knows. Everybody's just doing their best guess. Your best guess. So, you know, that to me means it's over for the greenies, for the long. But I get, you know, on choppy days, I get stomped out a lot, as you can see. But my guess is I'm ready to stop and sell. And hopefully make another big trade on the way down with this. If it does not push up there. Let's see. Yeah, it's lost energy. Let's see. That's where looking at these orders on this side comes in handy. Ooh, got a little momentum. Okay. But I don't think it's enough now. I'm coming out. I'm going to go short here in just a second. Let's do this. This is where sometimes I push it too early. Like, stop, short, go to short. But it's like, no, it's not done yet. Oh, I'm not on my thing. I wanted to push out and go short. That was the thing, because with the buttons, I was not on it. Oh, and look at that. I'm just going to stay out for a second. This one's about gone too. I was up 1,200. Yep, that one's gone. Boom. Oh, that was close. That was close. I almost had that one. But once again, man, I was up $1,200. That's why you can't mess with trading. You got to come correct. Let's go 73. I guess I will just take these out. I just came into that as I was switching it around. Got 73 left. Let's see what she do. Not an easy market to trade today because of all the choppity chop. If you just look at these two barriers here, the red and the blue, it's like it's trading between those, getting stuck at the different parts, you know. Getting stuck up in here, getting stuck down here, bouncing up around in here. It's just staying like in a range. Yeah, see, now it wants to go like short. That's why, once again, I'm telling you, when I trade on those PAs, I just got to take keep those rules of only 2 losses and then just get out, because it doesn't go better for you. As you can see, as the day has gone on and it doesn't move as fast, it's gone worse for me, not better. I'm not doing better. Look at that. Look at that. Sell it. Let's see what it does now. Look at, go right back up. Knock that out. Let's see here. Yeah, now you have, look at this, like a double barrier blocking it from going through. So you would think that it won't do what it's doing right now very long. But this one, this one is not even a point. My stop loss will knock this thing out. I mean, my drawdown will cut me out before I think it hits that stop loss up there. There we go. Let's see. And then you look at over here, you got these two boundaries over here, you know, so it's like, it's sus any way you look at it. Definitely sus. There you go, there you go. Droppity drop, drop, drop. There we go. Let's see. It'll be something that just kills it and just passes it right here. Goes all the way down to there. Makes up for that loss that I had. Put it above that barrier. That blue barrier. See what she do here. Yeah, she's just touching everything. She's just, you know, no momentum, no nothing. As of now, right? It's just touching everything. Now it's getting stuck right here, right? Now it's getting stuck on these things. If it hits down here, it'll go right back into sell.
Order canceled.
Let's see. I'm just hitting, you know, swinging for the fences. This one is, you know, down $500 basically. So I'm just swinging it for the fences. If I need to go back here, yeah, that's a. I was gonna say maybe he wants to do short again, so I'll just come out, which I don't know how long I'll last. Let's go. Let's see. Do I have any juice left in this account? Go, 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 go. Ooh. Let's go. Yo, go, 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 Johnny, go, go, go. Go, Johnny. Go, Johnny, go. Oh, come on, come on. Johnny, be good. So it looks like what she's doing today, she chopped around, went up. Now she's been doing short, but she goes down just a little bit to a range, and then she bounces around, goes down a little bit to a range, goes down a little bit to a range. You know, now she may go down here, go a little bit into a range. You know, range meaning sideways, like these sections right here. So it's like down, sideways, and it can do that. It can do whatever it wants to do, right? But I'm a trend trader. I'm a momentum trader. I trade based on momentum. And that's why sometimes it's better to go to lower time frames, like have the candles be made out of ticks and to be able to catch it a lot easier than these minute candles because you can't see it as good. But let's go, man. Let's go. This is a $1,200 trade. It might put this one up to being even. Let's see what it do. Where's she at? Okay, there. Where's she chilling? Where's she chilling at? Where's she at? Where you at? Old girl. Well, there it is. Okay, so it keeps bouncing around because it goes up and then it puts me in the positive and puts me in the negative. It's like right on that border for my test, my trade. Yeah, let's go. Let's see what this does. Let's let this thing run. Run free. Run wild. Ooh. Don't come back. Don't come back. Don't come back. Don't do that. Don't do that. Stay down there. Make a trend just for today. Which when you know you got money in the market like I do, you know, like actually owning the NASDAQ and different things, you don't like it when it goes down for the day, but you like it when you follow trends. I'm gonna go get some breakfast and just let this run. Where am I gonna put it? Give myself the best chance. Yeah, I'm just being silly with it. I mean, obviously when it goes down, kind of goes up, goes down, it's just making legs. You can just follow it down, but I'm just seeing what she'll do.
Order canceled.
Well, that is it. Yep, that one is done. So, getting close to passing a couple of them, but as long as I got them two, I'm good. Let's go. Tomorrow, I'm going to go for 2 or 3 of these. Hopefully knock those out and get my test. All right, later,